And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the move. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On the move, it's Joyner. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gather maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
The play fake. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Back to pass, it's Morton. That's reeled in, it's Joyner. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Unloads quickly. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
And the Red Raiders are on the move. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He's got it on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams, Bryce, alive on third down. Dropping back, it's Morton. Got a man, it's Williams. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Virgil. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. QB draw. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. Keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Grabbed in the middle, it's Eakin. Takes it all the way down to the floor after making the grab, and they're set up. The Red Raiders have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Trying to punch it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water, gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run play action. He unleashes a long one. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Send the tight end in motion. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off play action on first down. He's going for the big play. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown, South Carolina. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Back to throw, it's Morton. Unloads to the right. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Catch in the middle, it's Eakin. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Williams. All out of space. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. And the Red Raiders are rolling down the field. Looking to throw, it's Morton. The sure hands, it's Douglas. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. The give is to Williams. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for once.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Try to hit him deep. Makes the grab on the left side. Off to the races. It's a running. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer. Right in the breadbasket. Nice play. Nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Morton. Throws for the tight end. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Quarterback running on the draw. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
The Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try the middle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling 1 or 2 guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you. You can get to the running back before he gets started.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams, Bryce alive on 3rd down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Motion from the wideout. A designed run for the quarterback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Running back searching for a hole. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. From the 22 on 1st and 10. The give on the counter. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The Gamecocks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Tight end now in motion. Gives it on the option. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the back. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They didn't have to cover a ton of ground, moving at 33 yards. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Got it in the middle, it's Douglas. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Red Raiders have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Here comes the heat. Caught close to the marker, it's Joyner. Great job by this quarterback to beat the blitz, and then the running back made it to the sticks.
Yeah, awesome job. You see a extra guy coming. The running back has not accounted for him. Nice job getting it to him and letting him get the first down. Great job, great read.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. Touchdown, South Carolina. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Morton. Floating away. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he throws left. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve his field position.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Calls his own number. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback keeps it. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. first play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Dropping back, it's Morton. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab. It's Virgil. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They booted away on fourth down. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
The run to the left. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
It's third down, and they've got to get it to the 33. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Pocket breaking down. Complete downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Power football with the run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Black 14! Black 14!
They'll go to the toss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't happy.
He'll bring it out. It's Dickey. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10.
First and 10.
In front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They'll run it from the gun. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
To the air. It's Morton. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20.
Let's make some good calls, offense.
From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There he goes. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown, Red Raiders. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top things off by getting out of bad field position in a hurry. A 90-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
A great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Sellers. On the run, fires downfield. Makes the grab.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. The receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Picks up the first down. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Gamecocks are marching down the field. Here's the handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
38. Second down.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. The give to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down.
Black 18. Black 18.
Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. And he left that one short, trying to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Wants to throw. It's Morton. Finds his tight end. It's a seam wide open. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
That's the end of the third quarter play with the score. South Carolina 41, Texas Tech 14.
And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24. Ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
It's first down from the 11. From the gun, the running back has it. Running, touchdown Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the run, it's Joyner. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
He's got him. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The Red Raiders will punt this one away.
On to kick it away.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They love to put a long drive drive together here as they start from their own 21. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun. Give on the inside. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. Give him 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Offense facing.
And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. To the air, it's Morton. A strike downfield. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough to play an attack.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
Returner runs out of bounds.
Estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Using his feet. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Offense gets set for second down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. This quarterback part of their running game. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
A run from the quarterback. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
4th down coming up.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.